Ever since my review of the new GoPro cameras, the Hero 4 and the Hero, people have been asking me what I use to shoot my comparison videos. So in this behind the scenes GoPro tips and tricks video, we're going to take a very quick look at the product that I use to shoot these comparison videos. What you've got here is basically a bar. This is from Sharkhon, and if you want to see a full review of their products, check them out down in the video description. It's this aluminum modular mounting system, and in my review, it's an expensive system. It's really expensive, and the way that they suggest using it on their website to build these fancy hand cameras, handholds, hand grips, and mounts end up getting incredibly expensive very quickly. But what it is great for is comparison shots like this, because this whole setup is just one base plate and then three little adjustment bolts, bottom bolts. I'm not quite sure what these are all called on their system, but it's 3 bolts which have 1/4 by 20 inch threads in them, and then 3 tripod mounts. Now it should be 4 and another tripod mount here. I didn't have enough of these bolts to do it, and I could have used a 1/4 by 20 inch bolt. I didn't have one of those either when I started shooting, so I just stuck an adhesive mount onto this end for the Hero. But if you were really going to do this properly, and I'm probably going to switch it over, I'll get a 1/4 by 20 inch bolt, and then I'll bolt on yet another tripod mount, so I can do 4 cameras wide here, all evenly spaced, all set up exactly the same, and then it's just a matter of lining up the back so they're all facing at exactly the same angle. And then here I've got a tripod base plate mounted onto it. So this is from a Manfrotto tripod, just a basic Manfrotto tripod base plate, and that's mounted onto the bottom of these bolts here. These bolts, you can see on the bottom here, have a 1/4 by 20 inch thread in the bottom of them, so they allow you to mount things like a tripod base plate there. You could also put one in the center. I wasn't too concerned, so mine was off to the side there, but that's about it. So this is the Sharkhon mounting system. You can check them out down in the video description. You can check out my full review, which is also linked down there. But this is the system that I use to shoot all of those comparison videos. I did the 4 cameras for the Hero 4 review. I took all of them out there. The Hero didn't record properly that day, so I didn't get any footage from that. But in the Hero 4 review, you can see that these 3 cameras, and we can switch between them, and it ends up with framing that's very similar, and it allows you to do it all at the same time. The other option, of course, for shooting comparison video is to mount the camera in the case once and then just switch cameras in and out of the case. This gets you a way more perfect alignment because the camera is going to shoot exactly what the camera before it shot. So if you're going to do comparison videos, that's another interesting way to do it. But the problem with that is it takes longer and you don't get the same shots with each camera at the same time. So if you want to be able to switch between audio, you can do that much easier using a system where each camera records at the same time. I've used this setup for multiple different kinds of setups. I've used it for this camera review, and then I also used it before for a microphone review when I tested the Polar Pro mic. So with that one, I had it mounted onto a shorter base plate because there was only 2 cameras, so it was only, I think it was like about half the size of one of these. And then I used the modular system there to mount it onto both roof racks and onto tripods to shoot. I was on a tripod at the beach shooting that beach shot, and then it was also mounted onto the roof racks of a car with just a U-bolt, a 1/4 by 20 inch U-bolt that was mounted onto the roof rack of a car for those driving shots. And you guys can check out behind the scenes video, which has some more video of that setup down below if you want to do that. And really, that was a very brief video talking about how I set up my GoPro cameras to shoot the comparison videos for the GoPro Hero and Hero 4 reviews. So if you guys want to check out those 4 reviews, they're linked down in the video description, as well as this Sharkhon modular system. So check all that out, and until next time, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Also, make sure you check out the Facebook page, for the GoPro Tips Facebook page, because there's a ton of activity going on there, and there's a lot more going on there than ever ends up on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out what I'm really up to all the time, make sure you're over there, and also follow me on Twitter. Until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching.